fundraise with Zoe's Place here in Coventry. As you can see, we've got some beautiful children in today. This is little Matilda. Let me just point out her beautiful dress and her lovely shiny shoes. Right, what do we need? We actually need fundraising people like yourselves to give us what we desperately need is more nurses, and what that entails is that we need to raise £1.4 million a year to enable us to look after 6 children. At the moment we look after between 4 and 5. There's families out there, we've got 40 families on our books at the moment, but there are families out there who desperately need our help. And with your help and support, we might be able to achieve that. It costs us £30 an hour to look after one child, which in the great scheme of things, that really isn't a great deal of money. But any money that you can offer us will be so appreciated. As you can see, we're a very happy family. If you do need any more information, please get in touch with us. And actually, I'd like to invite you to come and have a look at the hospice yourself. Thank you for your time, and we thumbs up. Thank you.
Group would like to thank you for nominating our charity for your vote. We're based here at the Brookbank Centre on fortnightly Saturdays. We use the centre and a minibus to run a Saturday club for children with complex disabilities between the ages of 5 and 18 years old. We have a team of staff who help the children access typical weekend leisure activities such as swimming, going to soft play, visiting local attractions and treats such as going on the train to the ice cream cafe in Henley. This weekend our junior group is swimming and the senior group are going to Hatton Country World. The group gives the children something to look forward to at the weekends outside of school with their peers. We create a supportive environment and take time to introduce children to the group and get them involved in activities they and their families find difficult to access on their own. Whilst the children are here, their families of course have a valuable break from caring for their child. The money we raised is used for arranging activities, securing and training suitable staff, paying rental on the building and having insurance in place. It costs in excess of £20,000 each year to run the group, and we fully fund it ourselves. Our volunteer committee have managed to raise these funds through fundraising every year for the last 8 years, which is brilliant, and we're continually thinking of new ways to secure funds for the months ahead. Our staff are also brilliant. They mostly have other full-time jobs and then work here on the scheduled Saturdays. They have a range of great backgrounds which parents value. Amongst our team, we're very lucky to have a nurse for children with learning disabilities, a nursery teacher, a paramedic, a junior doctor, a student nurse and a special needs teaching assistant, and also a speech and language assistant. We're always looking for new staff. It's not necessary to have an amazing background, just some good experience of working with children with disabilities and a determination to make a positive difference to the children's weekends. Thanks very much again for listening to our broadcast.
Hi, my name is Leanne. I am one of the charity trustees for the Children's Hyperinsulinism charity. In this short video I am going to tell you a little about hyperinsulinism, which I now refer to as HI, and our wonderful charity that was set up in February 2016 by a small group of passionate parents. The charity became important to me when in September 2012 my daughter Amelia was born weighing £10.6. Fast forward 4 months and she was home for the very first time with the diagnosis of HI. Our world had been turned upside down by hearing that our child has a life-threatening and rare condition. We were lonely, scared, isolated and lost. HI is a condition where the pancreas does not work in unison with the body and fails to regulate the off switch for the production of insulin. In simple terms, where there is too much insulin, blood sugars are too low. Because HI causes severe, persistent low blood sugars in newborn babies and infants, it can lead to seizures, learning disabilities, cerebral palsy, and can even be fatal. Because of the way HI causes low blood sugar levels, it can be damaging to a child's developing brain, and it is a constant challenge for parents and children to maintain safe blood sugar levels. Low blood sugars are frequent, unpredictable and really difficult to manage, and very often misdiagnosed or diagnosed late, with devastating impacts to the children and families affected. For families like ours, it means a lifetime of managing the condition and taking on a full-time caring role as well as being mum or dad. As well as safe management, some children have food pumped directly into their tummies even whilst they sleep, just like Amelia. Others will require their pancreas to be surgically removed to stop the insulin production, but this can and does lead to new complications. We understand that it can be extremely isolating and scary to have a diagnosis of HI. A lack of information leaves you feeling alone in a new world of a very rare and complex condition that affects 1 in 50,000 live births in the UK. We want families and children living with the HI to feel supported and part of a community. We do this by offering our families educational conferences and fun days, most recently to the Harry Potter Studios, where they can be surrounded by people who just get it. We also support schools by running very successful teacher training days. We support families across the UK and Ireland and are extremely proud that they are at the heart of everything we do. We aim to support families, bring them together, raise awareness, hold conferences and training days.